I do believe I am and will be regarded as one of the best YouTubers to grace the platform.
Logan Paul's recent statement that he is and will be remembered as one of the greatest YouTubers of all time is an intriguing one that may cause many to raise an eyebrow. Without putting forward any specific evidence to back up his claim, I wanted to look into whether his statement has any real credibility. So in this video, I'm going to take a brief look at Logan Paul's history on YouTube and whether he actually has a case for being considered as one of the greatest YouTubers of all time. During his time on YouTube, Logan has set up several channels with varying levels of success. His first channel, L-Dog and J-Slice, formerly known as Zoosh, was set up in 2007 with his brother Jake, and his second channel, Zoosh Extras, was created in 2008. It's on this channel that we can see the earliest available public video of a 13-year-old Logan. It dates all the way back to July 3rd of 2008, and Logan's voice is unrecognisable from what we know today.
Can I have a drink? What's that called again? Oh yeah, can I have some of that?
While Logan isn't considered an OG of YouTube like many others, for example someone like Shane Dawson who's been on the site since the early days, it may actually come as a surprise to learn that the earliest available video of Shane Dawson on YouTube was uploaded on the exact same day as the earliest available video of Logan. Both were posted on the 3rd of July 2008. So Logan may well have a claim here to be considered an unverified OG of YouTube. The Zoosh channels were set up by the Paul brothers as a way for them to post their comedy sketches and pranks online. Over the next few years, they uploaded sporadically to the channel, and the last video was posted on the 7th of August 2013. It was around this time Logan found his way onto a new app called Vine. And while Vine didn't last long, Logan's time on it was hugely successful. By the time the app shut down after only 3 years in existence, he'd gained 9.4 million subscribers. This was more than enough of a following to comfortably make the transition to YouTube and do it full time. A large amount of Viners began to migrate to YouTube after the app shut down in search of a new home. This movement was known as the invasion of the Viners, and Logan Paul was the man fronting this invasion. He decided to move away from the comedy sketches which he was used to and instead would begin daily vlogging. He set up a YouTube channel called Logan Paul Vlogs, and the rest was history.
Good morning, Logan. What's up?
After less than a year of daily vlogging, Logan Paul had reached 10 million subscribers. No other channel in the history of the site had reached the milestone that quickly, a record Logan still holds to this day. During his first year on the platform, Logan had decided to ride the wave of YouTubers trying their hand at music. In May of 2017, he uploaded his first song titled Help Me Help You to his second channel. It went on to gain 13 million views in its first week and was certified platinum shortly thereafter. Over the next year, the song would power its way past the 200 million views mark. This song remains as the most successful song in terms of views that any YouTuber has ever made, currently sitting on just over 269 million views. Another record Logan can add to his list when it comes to handing in his resume for the role of greatest YouTuber. Alongside this, the rise of YouTube diss tracks had started to dominate YouTube. The infamous song It's Everyday Bro was released by Logan's brother Jake. It quickly became the most talked about video on the site, and during the summer of 2017, there was a huge increase in the amount of fake feuds between YouTubers. The Paul brothers pounced on this trend and took diss tracks to a whole new level and began a feud between themselves. Logan's first diss track on his brother Jake, titled The Fall of Jake Paul, was an absolute monster in terms of views. It's Everyday Bro and The Fall of Jake Paul are the two most viewed diss tracks of all time on YouTube, both with over 250 million views. Logan had very quickly become the site's biggest creator. However, his fame was about to explode even further but for the wrong reasons. In what's considered the most reviled, infamous moment in YouTube's story so far, Logan released the Japanese suicide forest video at the start of 2018. In a career-defining moment, Logan had not only become the biggest villain in the site's history, he became one of the most hated people on the entire planet. Across the Atlantic, one of YouTube's other superstars, KSI, had just beaten Joe Weller in YouTube's first ever boxing match. With Logan being public enemy number one, KSI decided he was going to call out Logan at the end of the fight and challenge him to a boxing match, to which Logan duly accepted. At the end of the match, Logan even thanked KSI for giving him the chance to redeem himself and revealed that he'd been working on becoming a better person. Thanks to KSI, Logan was at the forefront of another new trend, the likes of which YouTube had never seen before. And while we all know the outcome of the rematch, you can probably track this as a pivotal moment for Logan in his redemption arc. This whole narrative that if Logan lost, his career on YouTube was over was one that most believe would be the case, but in the end, there was a huge twist in the storyline, and since then, Logan has probably made what can only be described as the most unexpected, if not greatest, comeback we've seen on YouTube, and is now one of the most entertaining creators on the site by a long way. So can Logan Paul be considered as one of the greatest YouTubers? Well, he's certainly making a strong case for himself. Having been the man at the front of two of the biggest trends we've seen on YouTube in diss tracks and boxing, the quickest channel to reach 10 million subs, holds the record for the most viewed song by a YouTuber, and now has completely reinvented himself and made, as I mentioned, arguably the most unexpected comeback to once again dominate YouTube, especially after he was considered the greatest villain to ever grace the site. So whether you consider these things to be positive or not, you would be hard pressed to find another creator who's had that much impact or success, certainly in the way of statistics, in such a short period of time on YouTube. So based on what he's been a part of and the records he holds, he's surely got to be in the running for one of the greatest YouTubers. And yet, despite all this evidence, I don't think he would make many people's lists. There are a large amount of YouTubers who have achieved a lot less who we hold in higher regards than Logan, and this leads me to believe that we don't hold Logan to the same standards that we do others. The reason for this is most likely because of what happened in Japan, but what is interesting is that had he not done what he did in Japan, he probably wouldn't be where he is now. So for some of you watching, the facts I've put forward may actually convince you that he should be considered as one of the greatest YouTubers of all time. So I'd definitely be interested to hear your thoughts and comments, as it certainly raises a very interesting debate. Regardless though of whether he is or isn't in that list, Logan has definitely matured a lot since his Japan vlog days, and from the outside in, it seems like a lot of that may well be down to Mike Malak's influence, who's a massive plus for Logan to have in his corner. There's no doubt Logan puts in a huge amount of effort into making entertaining content, and you can see this across his channel at this moment in time. I think a lot of people are starting to notice this and are also enjoying his content, and this is why he's going through this huge revival on YouTube right now. Yet despite this revival, you don't really see Logan receiving much credit or praise on the site, and maybe that is for fear of backlash, as it's not necessarily the trendy thing to do. But without a shadow of a doubt, he is a real entertainer and will certainly be remembered as one. So who knows, he may eventually convince us all down the line that he is one of the greatest creators we've seen. That's it for this one. Thanks very much for watching, and please don't subscribe because I probably won't make one of these videos again.